Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this moment in time that the world stood still, that you brought us all together to look up. But yet, Lord, you did not bring it to a stop for anything to stay the same, but to improve, not to destroy the past, but to grow upon it. May the people of this message hear and see down to the hearts, to know that it is not this man, the one named Nicholas Lee Sutton, but it is the one that attempts to make Christ have all my power. And in the artistic design to recreate what you've given me, and the wonders of this world, and the molecules that exist, and the gases that float upon us, and the minerals in the earth. All of these things have been given to us to manage, Lord, and we've mismanaged them. Abba, Yahya, I love you so much. May we look up to the sky for our answers, and may this not be a time to fight, but a time for the light. In Jesus Christ's mighty and powerful name, amen. Quick announcement. This is part 102. Your next motherfucking president I'm gonna make America fun and cool again. Motherfucking president, Reverend, Sheriff, Doctor, CHAMPvinchi, the incredible, the marvelous, the lion that calls out liars for pretending to be lions, but all they were doing was lying. The forgiver, the understander, the one that's going to take all the people that everybody's trying to throw in jail and bring them to the table and say, hey, you're not going to jail. You're going to give us half of your money, all of you. You're going to give the American young people that need it, that you've stolen it from, half your money, and we're not going to put you in jail. And we're going to bring you, and we're going to use your skills to help us redo this. You're not bad Americans. You were just fighting against people from overseas trying to steal our America. I'm glad we're at where we're at. And yes, to anybody out there, there will definitely be cuss words in this. And you know what? Until we get our world right, we don't give a fuck about anybody that wants to judge us for saying a cuss word while the whole world is shut down, while trillions of dollars have been spent with the WHO, the CDC, HIPAA, FDA, all these regulating bodies. And I want P2 America to know that the next step they are going to take is to take your guns. The reasons they have us at home, the only way they think that they can come get your guns is to keep you locked up. Walk to the streets peacefully with them. I do not know what the rules are on that. We do not shoot anybody. We do not hurt anybody. But you must walk out and show that we, the people of the United States, will not stand for this any longer. You got the guns for a reason, fellas. Get out there. All right. This message may not be for the weak. It may not be for those who want to stay in the current system where everybody's dying, we're all sent home, and all of our money is just being drained out of us. Sorry I missed you guys yesterday, but I had food poisoning from a local Chinese restaurant, which the people there are absolutely incredible, so I'm not blaming the people. But Chinese and Mexican restaurants, y'all got to clean it up. Every time we go in there, we love y'all's food, but y'all got to clean it up. Y'all hurting our stomachs. So I got food poisoning, and it sent me into this daze. But what the devil will use or what the enemy or the darkness will use to try to take a good leader like me down who still hasn't been put into place yet. But I know y'all are coming, hopefully today. But what the devil will try to do is try to knock out the leader and the people with the brains and the ideas before you can get to the stage that he needs to put it into play. But with all of your prayers, and I felt him coming in, and it didn't just come in to resurrect my body from the poisoning, but it downloaded these beautiful, beautiful dreams into my mind. It gave me these images, and it all hasn't untangled yet. But it's on the way, and it's all about hope and love. It made me feel so bad to be food poisoned. We got to take better care of our restaurants. I'm not mad at it. I can't even remember the name of it, like the Golden Shower or, but that's kind of like, what we really need is a shower of gold, though. And with voting me in means that we're voting we in. We, the people of the United States, the American voice, the country boys and girls, the city slickers, the businessmen. Those of us, all badass Americans, the Yankees fans, the Dodgers fans, the Cubs fans. Somehow, if Cam Newton, nobody wants to pick him up, Cam Newton, I want you on my team somewhere, man. I think you can really make an impact internationally. Also, I want to put this into play. I want the world to immediately buy Dexter Powell Jr., the largest islands with a few surrounding islands around them, so we have an international place of healing and peace and prayer, to where the world can have a place of peace. Something special about that boy. He still hadn't gotten over the ones to the twos, and especially to the threes. But with the power above, and next time I see him, we'll finish that off. And we'll get him everywhere he needs to be. That boy's earned it. It's the greatest faith walk of our generation, hands down. Mine's been different. He did it, and he was black. Imagine that. Me asking somebody to borrow a little money and then him doing it. See, we can laugh about these indifferences. But that brings me up to one thing. I got to get ready for this one first. So everybody get up and dance. We should dance and sing first. And here we go. I got to get ready for this. I slept on the couch for 24 hours. Fuck you. It's our country, America. Our country. We'll put a few bad words out there to grab hold of our country. I know we're not the weak. This is bull crap what's going on. Like somebody's just taking all our money and pissing on us at the same time. What do we stand for? How are we gonna protect our kids? How are we gonna set up for the future? We're getting pills that kill people, y'all. It's crazy. It's crazy. China and India have more deaths, American deaths on their hands than all the wars we fought with them pills, man. Come on, y'all. Here we are, America. I represent America. This is the American voice. So if you're like, he uses cuss words, guess what? It's an American word. We use it all the time. Everywhere we go, we're all pissed off. And we don't hate you. We just hate what's going on. And we have solutions to fix this. We just need the right people in place. All right. Prophecy right here. I would like Bob Lofton, Justin Lofton's dad, to be the next governor of Texas. Because there's a man that has done farming in California and Texas. And has been totally screwed over so many times for years and years and years, while he housed liberals, while he housed conservatives, while he housed independent people, while he housed people sneaking over the border, while he knows the ins and outs of that border. I want him governor of Texas, and I want him to help me appoint people for the border so we can do that the right way, so we can get our good Hispanic amigas y amigas te amo across this border so they can come farm, and if they go back, they go back. Whatever we decide, let's just make a good deal with them. I love them. I want you guys over here, but we got to do it the right way, okay? And then we need to also build just on the other side of Mexico so everybody doesn't have to run over here. What's going on? I want better relations with Mexico. Te amo, Mexico. And the cartels and stuff down there, I mean, that's their business. I don't know, like, that ain't my business. But I do want a better Mexico, okay? I love y'all. All right, it's time to switch the song. Y'all gonna be like, why does he act like that? Why does he do that? It's because I love you. And I knew that in a populous state that we're in, this is how you win. Because America's hot, but everybody acts like we're not. Too hot. Bruno Mars, where you at, man? Bruno, come on. Gnarls Barkley, Lego. Crazy. And on the cover of a Rolling Stone, I met the president when I was half stoned. I've been so high, I got confused. I've been beat down, broken, used, motherfucker. Could hang, talk blues with Billy. Rock the run, sing with Shotgun Willie. On town, Lanier to the White House. Oh, never met a motherfucker quite like me. Politics is about to get fun. I want Algie Crumpler on CNN. I want Bonnie Holiday on Fox News, because they both can talk it out, chit-chat, hate on each other, and still make it funny and loving. Let's go. The greatest enemy to the black culture, and this is coming from the spirit world, not from my opinion, the greatest enemy on the black culture is the black media representatives right now. They have misrepresented and misled the black community. I would like for all of them to retire for a small amount of time, come work with me, and help me figure out how we clean that all up. So nobody's going down. This isn't a shoot you down thing. This is rise up. Revolution, baby. The American Revolution. The greatest revolution of all time. Don't you want to be on the team that wins all 50 states? That brings both sides together? Let's go. All you got to say is, I don't know. Never met a motherfucker quite like me. Oh, quite like me. A Jesus-loving son of a gun. The South will rise to help this country win again. Let's go. Let's go, South. Roll Tide, Tennessee, Georgia Bulldogs, Mississippi State, Florida Gators. Where y'all at? Clemson, Carolina. How about all the Duke and Carolina fans out here that didn't get to see March Madness? What about all the Gonzaga fans? What about that Wisconsin team that was making a good run in there? What about their dreams? They don't matter to you pricks. You bunch of pansies. You bunch of dream stealers. Man, motherfucker, make America fun and cool again. Let me get my shirt on.
That's why they call me pimp of the nation. Hey bitch, you best believe I live in the woods, not your world of greed.
Stay lit, America. We got to relight America. I also have another announcement to end race issues and to end. I just announced that I want to see all the black media gone and new black media. Let's get some sports fans in there. And I would also like Stephen A. Smith because I'm going to give him a Medal of Honor just like Rush Limbaugh got because Stephen A. Smith made his way up through the ranks at ESPN being absolutely, completely racist against Caucasians. Absolutely racist against us. But at some point in time, he changed his path. And I just want to award him for that. I don't know what was behind it all. You know, I'm proud of him. Look at how I got the attention I needed to do what I need to do. So I salute the man for using the systems at B to get there and to be a leader. Love you, man. But I'd like for that story to come out, man, because right now we have Kyle Larson, a Hispanic race car driver who said the N-word. Now his career, like, is all jacked up. He'll be labeled a racist forever. How stupid. We have Juicy Smollett, who fakes a racist crime of hanging himself by people he hired, and everybody's okay with that. Then we have, I don't know the gentleman's name, then we have a young popular boxer right now who's saying he won't lose to no white boy. Well, I don't know, Tyson Fury, I'm pretty sure he'll knock you out, boy. And that ain't me against you. You probably knocked me out. I get that. But we don't need to be pointing around at races. I love all of those people I just mentioned. I love Jesse Smollett. I don't need him jailed up. I need him to figure out what he was doing. What's he doing? So we're not going to be able to come together in the way of shooting each other down and sending each other to jail. I would like to free Hillary Clinton from all of whatever the scandal or whatever she was pinned into. I got a feeling that the world has pinned us up in a coup because they were afraid that the direction of America was going. They kind of saved our ass without even knowing it by trying to steal us, and it froze the world enough. And President Trump, salute you, sir. Good job, task force. And, you know, I'm going to have to be a bold person up against what's going on. But know this. I want yours and mine, and probably Barack, George, and Bill, all of us on the face of Stone Mountain. And speaking of Stone Mountain, today is 420. Happy 420. Potheads, cannabis users, people that believe in the Bible where the Bible talks about we can use what God has given us to help us have better days, people that understand the frequency balances and the ways that we can help beat things like cancer, all mental illnesses, and no, one thing doesn't try to solve it all. We've all been looking for this one thing that solves things, and life is more of a matrix. Life isn't a one thing. Everybody's like, oh, this medicine. Also, this announcement right now. No human, first of all, I've explained to you how the doctors have the system, not on purpose, but because we didn't have anything better until now, but how they've been misprescribing things because they haven't been able to see. But the last thing we need is if you can't advertise cigarettes on TV, you should not be having actors try to buy your pills. You don't, the people on TV who's doing those commercials don't know what's going on in these people's minds. You're convincing people into buying pills that kill them. I don't know what's worse than that. And I'm not mad at you. We'll put your money, I'll help you make money. I don't want anybody who's making money that way to think, oh my God, he's after our money. No, I'm not. We just got to do better, and we can get healthier people. Healthier people can afford more things. They'll buy more. Healthy people think better. The CHAMP formula is our performance and profits equals our wins minus our losses. This is a real easy way to line up all the issues that are going on in the United States right now. It's a positive minus a negative. Just like E equals MC squared, ding, ding, ha! And there it was. There it was. There it was. Who we at? Who'd I get? Ooh, I just kissed North America. Oh, I just kissed Washington, D.C. Oh my God. Look. I don't know if you can see that, but look at that. How about that? Washington, that's a good point. I want to bring it up to here. So Washington, it's kind of like you think like, oh man, we got this guy, whoa. Now look, y'all, I would really like to see like what we really need to do, and President Trump, due to the enemy trying to kick our elected official out of office twice, he has a lot of power right now. And what I would like to see him do is whatever constitutional rights he has to insert a, I don't know the right word, a junior government right now. And the people that I would like around me would be his son. I think it's Barron Trump. And I don't know that much about Barron. I'm listening to the spirit. And we need a young representative who doesn't need to wait till he's older to get behind it. I want Jensen Franklin. Those would be my conservatives. I'll take Michelle Obama and Bernie Sanders. Those would be my liberals. And then I'll be running from an independent standpoint on things that are focused on wins versus losses. Okay, now this is something that's on my mind, and it's something that we got to rid ourselves of. Is the mean words that we've been using towards each other. That beats people up. And if you're using mean words about other people, and it's not like we can't like we're gonna say some bad words sometimes. But don't be calling anybody a name because of their color, their sexual indifference, their anything. We're all just beautiful human beings. And somewhere along the way, if God would have wanted you to be God and to judge him, he would have told you that. And another thing, they've probably been abused, 99% of them. So to abuse them more is to make them more abnormal rather than to make them normal. So for people, the best way to help people who are living in abuse or ways that make life difficult for them without their own control, if they could change it, I bet they would. I bet they would. Nobody wants that kind of scrutiny over them their whole lives. But listen, these are the genetic codes that have been passed down. We got to understand DNA and genealogy and all this other stuff. Like they used to have baths where the boys would come like swim naked with the preachers and all sorts of crazy wickedness back in the day. You know, we don't know about all this stuff because it's too gross for us to talk about. But just remember, like, when you're making fun of another person, you're making them more like you don't like by calling them a name about what you don't like. Because on that same system, you're calling them a name. You're being an old stinky pinky. In MAGA country, y'all are very guilty of being stinky pinky. And I'm glad Trump's in there to save the world. So we won. You got the right person. But know this. I've said it since day one. You can check my records. Barack Obama outsmarted everybody and helped President Trump become the Republican nominee. So MAGA country, you were fooled, but you needed a win bad. You needed a win really bad, especially after a black guy just won and done so good and had a pretty good economy and dug us right back out of this. So another thing that dug us right back out of this, we keep blaming every time the Republicans in, we hit a bear market. Every time the Democrats are in, it soars back. So I just figured, why don't we get an independent like myself with people on both sides so the whole thing doesn't have to shut down. Because this is one of the things, and I said it in the prayer that came to me, is this is not a time to fight. It's a time to light. and I didn't finish my statement a few minutes ago, to help on the race issues that are going on, I would like to rename the White House, that's kind of racist, the White House to the Lighthouse, because we want to be the lighthouse to the world. So I don't want it to be called the White House anymore, and I just want to show respect to all the people that lost their lives on the battlefield for this country. And you know, I don't want it to be called anything. Let's just call it the Lighthouse, because when all things come together, all colors, it is the bright light that exists. It is the most beautiful light. Your favorite color may be blue, like mine is. You can see why right here. Maybe red, maybe pink. Clearly President Trump's is peach. You peachy, I love you, Don. Good job, puppy. Move it. Honestly, I think President Trump has tried to resign, and I think they just haven't announced it because he was going to go out, but he was going to leave the country better for his kids. And I bet he's pretty excited about my idea of giving him $1 trillion. That's for sure. Who wouldn't be? But to the government that's in place right now, I'd like to graduate you guys to a higher level, kind of like to the upper room, and you guys be our United States UN. And to the world, we had to pull out that crap. We're getting beat up on, and over here in America, we got a lot more talent to share with you guys, but we can't do it when the money's being misspent. Like the WHO, what have they done? The WHO? What? Looks like they got some poor leadership ran up in there. God, I'm so dehydrated. Flash rates. Protect your eyes, kids. And kids, remember, the enemies of the future are the commercials that will show up on your YouTube trying to convince you of terrible, scary things while making your eyes the flash rate on this. Parents, you're there. Here's another announcement I want to make. To all the kids 5 years old and younger through 2022, they will be given, all of them will be given free guitars because we need a guitar revolution. And so I don't know if I'll keep those statistics. We got to give them out to maybe all newborns this year, get a guitar. And they'll get one every, say, 3 to 4 years as they grow. But we need to bring music back to this world. We need to use the White House to be a lighthouse. We need a head coach, not a president. The hierarchy scales of this day and time have left us to where there's a handful of individuals fucking up everything. And they're all scared right now because the tides are against a lot of them. And so a lot of them have had to do dirty things. And so if we keep playing this Judge Judy crap to everybody, like Roger Stone and all these people, look, we want half your money and we want your help. And you can make the money back by helping us. I don't know what better deal there is out there. To all the people that have had to do some dirty stuff to save America, look, I want to hear from you. And I'm on your side. Thank you. All the good and the bad that have led up to this day. Thank you. We don't have to shoot each other down from here forward. If there's any enemies left out there that haven't been laser beam, cough, yeah, that are really ready to turn their ways, I want to hear from you. I want some young, I need some young, prophetic, peaceful, Christian-loving Muslims to come talk to me, because I don't know how we can get going stuff over there, but we got to talk to do it. Let's chat. To both sides. The world wants us to fight right now. The world has planned to take America from us this election. Because with the world shut down, without the P2 people running all around, and remember, they're going to try to shut down the country in the fall again. Now, if it's really that bad of an epidemic or pandemic, we'll do what we have to do. But right now, know this, their plans of the world to try to steal America from you is this election. So I'm calling for all of us to insert a government before the next election. For the first time in American history, we use the government that's in place to graduate them to be the United States UN. We're not trying to tear people down and tear up their lives, but once we have them on our side and they know that their jobs are safe, they're scared just like everybody else. Then we want to implement a younger, more talented, smarter, and we can help our older people help run the world while our younger people help run America, because we have the ingenuity, the brains, and the minds. It's a much better system, and there's nobody that can disagree with that. And so I don't know how we'll tie this all together, but this is about to be one of the greatest, most fun times ever. The world is counting on us, and we need a lighthouse at the White House, and that is me. Our only enemy is the lack of unity. And the lack of unity comes from the words the people on TV are telling us, the flash rates in our technologies, the disinformation, the color systems to where we color each other, and foreign countries will put propaganda on our TVs trying to divide us. But we're going to get over that. We're going to tell the world, fuck you. We love each other, all colors over here in America, and we're going to turn the name of the White House to the Lighthouse. And we're also, everyone, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to this flag of the United States of America and to the world for which we stand, one nation, all colors, all religious traditions, under God, indivisible, by color, by principalities, by darkness, by lies, by technology, so that we, the people of today, and the people of the future, and our kids and their kids, and the people that love Jesus Christ and the ones that do not want to harm others, light will always outshine darkness on this planet and beyond. The life beyond, so that we don't have to keep killing each other through programmed population destruction. We can't have too many people on this planet. Somebody finally say it. There it is. So we need to quickly get onto other planets and be able to put some people up there that want to go. I bet there's lots of people that want to go. All right, we have the ability to do this, but we don't have the right leadership. I love all of them. Even all Elizabeth Warren. Boy, I gave her some heck. She killed that Mike guy. But Mike, look, man, you're not who America wants, but you got a ton of money. Why don't you match what you put into yourself, and I'll make sure that that match comes back to you. Yes, America, I'm buying our country back. Who's with me? Right now, the longer you wait to not get on the phone right now and to not hit up every person that you can about this revolution, is the longer your life savings is going down, is the longer President Trump is surrounded by people that are going to drain all of your savings, all of your money, all of your retirement, everything. They're sucking the future out of our whole country. A handful of people, but they can't stop the masses. They can't stop us. And it's the principalities. So here we go. My name will be as the president. But it'll be we, the people, that will be the president this time. We're going to change all the systems to make sure they work for the people. The EAT system, the earn your keep, the one that puts Congress, Senate, and all local government officials on a commission salary. You know, so that way they better have the country bounce back by election time again if they're going to sink it. So right now, there's no way we'll be back by November at this form and fashion. But at the same time, President Trump has done a really good job of going out and getting some money back that people were stealing from us that took our power away. This isn't a time to fight. It's a time to light. And let's stand up. I want to teach everybody our dances. My man Skip Salinas out there, good grief. Don't be a liberal in the past few years versus that guy. Skip, I'm asking you to be the leader to turn this around, to invite liberals over. With a mouth like yours, you can be quite a leader, my friend. I love you. Your mother's one of my favorite people on this earth. Patty McClure. Can you believe this? And I know you'd say, absolutely you can. I love you, baby girl. I love you so much. Hickory dickory dock. The world is on our clock, baby girl. I love you, Patty. All right, back to the lecture. What do we got here? Let's see. What's our time minute? 28. All right, here we go. God says, you don't worry about the time, boy. You don't worry about time. All right, we got to do our dance moves, and then we're going to sing again. Away, Eagles, E-A-G-L-E-S. MAGA motherfucker, USA. MAGA motherfucker, USA. MAGA motherfucker, USA. Life, liberty, love, and the pursuit of financial freedom. There is no reason on this planet we shouldn't be making a lot more money. And let me give you a little background. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just be the culture that you guys have created by sending us all home. And now guess what? Our best message is every way we can flood these airlines. And who's better at that? The millennials. So here we go. I gotta give a shout out to Eminem. He, a lot of people don't understand that, that what his words were saying is that it's actually the voice of so many scarred. He's actually, and this is why this is rated R unless your kids, I think your kids should be able to hear this. I think they're going to agree with me. Kids are way smarter than their parents these days. I can explain the brain to a kid like this. Their parents will be like, I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm a thumb butt. I'm a stinky peeker. Good grief. So, but this is one of my favorite songs, and I think it doesn't, this song isn't necessarily true with me necessarily or whatever. It's not. But it's a song that I want you to hear the voice of the hood, the voice of white poor America, the voice of the left out people that can sing, the voice of the left out artists, the voice of the left of the museums. Also, a lot of people, we're going to need a lot of people ages 60 and over. If you can retire, retire. But we want you to go build up the museums. I want my cousin Amanda working with Secretary of Defense Brian Hanna. He's a brilliant guy, 2-time Ohio State champion spelling bee, and he's a crazy proud American. And my cousin Amanda's one of the absolute most sweetest, brilliant people ever. I love you, cuz. Look at this. All right, here we go. I'm proud of you. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Your health is so important right now. I love you. Walk. All right, here we go. To America and to the people that are unheard, this goes for you, for the person that's finally in this day and time, you know, with the old stinky pinkies and thumb butts. If they wouldn't have fucked up the whole world, I couldn't get away with saying these things. And sure, I'll probably clean it up closer to election time, unless they want to bring a bunch of, BS up to the table, and then we'll just bring it right back out. I have no problem looking right at somebody and saying, if you really think that's good for Americans, fuck you. We love them right after we say that. We don't harm them in anything. But screw them. Look at us right here. I told y'all this is called the raw. I'll clean it up when we ready to roll. But what if the person you're making fun of, this was their past, right? What if? And what if that same kind of language, the stinky pinky and thumb butt, the Democrats and Republicans, crime Jabezes and Jezebels, this is what you turn people into. But this is also like a warning to the world that's against the people or against light. All of those things right here.
When I was
Just a little baby boy, my mama used to tell me these crazy things. She used to tell me my daddy was an evil man. She used to tell me he hated me. Birth control. But then I got a little bit older and I realized she was the crazy one. Pills. There's nothing I could do to say to try to change it, cause that's just the way she was. Said I can't rap about being broke no more. They said I can't rap about coke no more. A slut thing I won't choke no whore till my vocal cords don't walk in her throat no more. These motherfuckers are thinking I'm playing, thinking I'm saying this shit cause I'm thinking it just to be saying it. Put your hands down, Trump. I ain't gonna shoot you. I'm gonna pull the slug to it and put it through you. Cause too much chaos. You know what? And take it like a slut. Okay, Mom? Shut up, Ma. This is not my mom. Even the Rolling Stone, all the perverted moms out there being perverted and over-opinionated. Be a woman. And violence. To the past, AD. This is all to the past, not to a person. Child molesters, bye. Thieves, bye. Poverty, bye. I'm gonna be another rapper dead for popping over the mouth with shit I shouldn't have said. Bring my people. They got the money now, let's go. It's time. You don't wanna fuck with Vinci. Why? Cause Vinci will fucking laser beam you. You don't wanna fuck with America. Why? Cause America will fucking laser beam you. Okay, so here we are. So now we know how we'll be in tough times. We don't have to play that game anymore. That was a short little verbal song clip. I hope y'all put the blame on Eminem for coming up with such incredible, amazing music. But that guy has helped pull so many of us up who were not being seen. It was like, this happened to us once already when they stole all of our money. And that's when all this stuff was preluding to that. And now it's happened again. So all you people that did that, oh, y'all are fucked. Wait till you hear the next rap songs and heavy metal songs come out. Y'all gonna look like a bunch of clowns. But for also yesterday I announced that I'm a Jesus Christ follower, and I'm not a Christian. I'm a Jesus Christ follower. I'll attend Christian churches and I support Christian churches. But we need to end religion and keep tradition. We can still call it that, but religion can't be what oversees the upraising of old systems such as the scorn and just the beating people up system. Don't talk to me about my cuss words. I've seen your services. But I am completely and extremely proud of all of the pastors, at least the ones I reach out to. I hope Stephen had a great day the other day. I love you, man. Your labels are getting funnier. I love them. To all the people out there, John Gray, thanks for your support. I want John Gray to, if he's willing, I want him to be one of the, here's what we're going to do. JC America, here's how we're going to do this. We're going to bring everybody together with a world revolution, but we got to get around America fast. I really want John Gray's voice out in front of me because he is the future in the voice. He's kind of like the Black Billy Graham, but in such a different way. Also, Javon Ruff, Pastor Javon Ruff, he's kind of like a Martin Luther King guy, but a little bit of a Bruno Mars kind of flow to it. Cool as can be. This is what we're going to do. We need to unite through a revolution. And we thought it was just going to be a Jesus Christ revolution, but it has to be more than that. It has to be a mental health revolution. It has to be a get in shape revolution. The only thing we can beat the elements with is with our own elements, right? So let's use them in our favor. Get up, get out there, and give yourself some water. Quit drinking so much and drink water between drinks. You'll be less of an asshole and have more testosterone if you do that. And you and your wife will be happier. Women, just because wine is legal doesn't mean you can drink it and turn into idiots. Hold it together, ladies. We need more women to be like the women down in Atlanta. They take really good care of themselves. And you may think that a lot of I want to give the black culture down in Atlanta a lot of credit because they're not acting like a bunch of fools, and a lot of the clubs are actually being very respectful to one another, and they made me fit in down at Sweet Lounge down there. They protected me like I was the white sheep. But, you know, when I go out and sing with Kanye and them, you know, hopefully he lets me wear a black robe because I am that black sheep for Black America. I'm the one that was born black. I love my black people. My dad worked at Lyndon B. Johnson, the trade school. So I grew up all around everybody, man. Everybody's been fooled by the idea that a cuss word could separate us. When white and black comes together, homie, it's over. It's over. Like, completely over. Peyton Manning, I don't watch that much TV anymore. But, man, I'd like for you to be the governor of Tennessee. And you'll get you a good team. You can still do all your sports broadcasts and all that too. We need people like that on TV. But I want all sports stars. To all the farmers out there who've been fucked, hey, look, today's 420. So guess what? We're about to double your income very quickly. So get the fields ready. Go buy all the fields you can while these markets are down. It's a good time. Well, it's about to be a good time to buy because the bottom hadn't hit yet. But farmers, collect as much land as you can because we're about to grow, grow, grow. And for all the cannabis lovers out there, we're going to start an entire medical system that uses cannabis and mushrooms, which those scare me quite a bit, you guys. I'm not going to lie. They scare me because it's too strong. But there's something special about them. And we're going to have a holistic healing market, but it's going to be ran by the cannabis market. We're going to create medicines through the cannabis world all over the place. So farmers who have been screwed over, I'm sorry, but thanks for hanging in there. We're going to take care of you with Justin Lofton as the Secretary of Agriculture, Bob Lofton, Governor of Texas. And the other day I said Frank Eric Zimmerhal's in Florida. I meant California. Lieutenant Governor there, please. Justin Beaver Governor out there. I don't know if he's ready, but if Dan Kuzer can get up in Nebraska, I don't know who's up there, but that boy, he's crazy enough to do something cool for a little bit. I love you, buddy. Hope you're around. As the downloads come to me, I'll keep bringing them to all of you. This is a cool time. Sucks. All your money's being stolen from you, and you don't even know it because you're numbed out by the flash rates in your technologies, and you're numbed out by the medicines you're on. But deep, deep in your heart, you know I'm coming from the right place. And you know I'm coming for your hearts because I care about your hearts. That's why. I care about all of you, even my enemies. That's what's so weird about me. Even my enemies, I love them. Because they're skillful enough to be a freaking enemy of mine while watching all the goodness go on around us. So those skills can be used, we just got to turn them around. I see us having America getting back together, and we're going to have unified, democratic, liberal or independent, we're going to do the, let me use my terms, it's easier to describe. RIP, first we need Republicans and independents for peace and profits. In the red system, Republicans and independents and Democrats. Let's take our country back. Why not? We can have fun. We want to go to every lake in the United States. I'm kind of a lake person. Plus social distancing. Blame it on the old people. Yeah. We got to get the dirty diapers out of our way so we can run our country the right way. I love y'all. I can make all of you old people healthier if you'll get out of the way. Quit trying to sit up there in the White House and figure out what I'm doing. You don't stand a chance until you've had the brain training that I can do for you to understand the concepts that can click. But you don't know that because you're knock. You're fucking sick. Who's compromised Bill Gates? What has happened to him? What is going on, Bill Gates? Can somebody please check his DNA? I've got a concern that Bill Gates has been compromised. That they're using some mannequin man as Bill Gates to misuse his fortune and his money. Because I want Bill Gates money off of vaccines. I want Bill Gates money off of pills. And I want Bill Gates money into technology and into these things I'm trying to do to help the country and to help the world. Bill, I don't know what's happened, but we need an explanation. But I don't want to shoot you down because you're a good man and you got a lot of money. So let's use that money for the right way. I've got ideas. But I want your hands and your money off of that because, dude, if you are a good man like we think you are, it's looking really bad. And to the deep state, whatever the fuck that is, and to the deep state, I don't know. Our current government will probably kill you. They're probably killing you right now. It's your fault. But anybody left over there, don't fear for your life. Hit your knees. Say yes to Jesus. Surrender. Ask how you can help us. You're still a human under God, but you're an enemy of light. You are darkness. And for every principality that's out here that's holding us down, your time has come to fall. And I was wrong, thanks to Secretary of Defense. It's 1,000 years of heaven on earth. That starts today. This 4th of July, I would like to see this government put into place before the election next year. And I would like to have from July all the way till January where I'll be put into office, we will be put into office, the American people. And by that time, we can let America choose the junior government. And we're going to go into place as our full-time government. And they'll be the United States UN. So nobody's going to be beat up. It's not the way the system works. We come together here in America. And I don't know why a few of these stars, while one of them couldn't be black, while one of them couldn't be Indian looking, while one of them couldn't be all these. But quit trying to blame the mascots. I'm a Washington Redskins fan because I like Indians. So to try to take my mascot away kind of makes me feel racist towards whoever's trying to do that. Like, I always get along with the Indians. I don't know who's sour about anything. We got to help them too. We jack them up. Also, the lottery ticket people, we're making that money off of poor America. Where's it going? North Carolina had an education lottery and we were ranked 48th in paying our teachers. Fuck you. That's my mom and my dad and my brothers and my people and my friends and the good town of Franklin, North Carolina. Bryson City, North Carolina. Hayesville, North Carolina. Murphy, North Carolina. Asheville, North Carolina. Charlotte, North Carolina. Wilmington, North Carolina. Somebody send some money to East Carolina. My boy Blake Harrell, I'm proud of him. Defensive coordinator out there. I want some major talent to go to East Carolina, go play defense for Blake. I love you guys. We'll make sure you got a job in the government after that. I don't know if that's legal, but it doesn't matter because they don't do anything that's illegal anyway. So, there it is, I guess. All right. Also, I want all these second strings Georgia players that's being misrepresented and not good enough, and all the second string Alabama guys. Y'all go down to Tennessee and unite, and let's go win one. Go Vols. It's a lonely road out here. It's a lonely road, and this is how a lot of people are feeling. I'm going to sweeten up the message from here forward. Although, the people like what I'm saying. So, I'm sorry that the teacup America, the current Congress, you little teacup, the 70 party, and the thumbutts, and the scoundrels. All right, I thought I said I was cleaning it up. You're right. Where's he at? He's with me. If you like him, you like me. He's lit as a motherfucker. He's making church cool again. See, you know how to have church at home. It's beautiful. Ooh. And down that lonely road of faith, I have been there, unprepared for the storms and the tides of rise. We'll go to our rallies with shirts off and bathing suits and shit. One thing, how much God loves me, and it hurts to see you crying, believing you through the winds of change. I want capes to be put as a new summer thing, and if a flag falls, we just pick it up clean off. Don't follow that bullshit anymore, because I want to be doing sit-ups and shit on mine, but I'm worried about all you critics. Motherfuckers, I love y'all. And whoever the coolest tattoo artists are out there, I need a few more. So 1-844 that's your shit. Hit me up. You're beautiful. You're loved. We're just not being treated right by our own systems. God is great indeed. Put your hands up, right? If you believe in the everlife, make some sense of it. He says that we find. I want Kid Rock to set off my concert rolling this week, this Friday. Just hold on, I won't let you fall. Let you fall, no. We can make it through the storms and the winds of change. Be proud of yourself, but get in shape. At no time ever have we ever known how much the temple, your body and your mind matter. Don't let the enemy win through your food. Don't let the enemy win through laziness. Don't let the enemy win through being critical of yourself. Love yourself each and every day. Be proud of yourself. Cheer yourself on. The more you cheer yourself on, the more you achieve your goals. No. I'll walk the valley of darkness. I am not afraid, because I know I'm not alone. I love you, America. I know you're behind me. Here we fucking go. Wind blows east, follow me. Wind blows north, set the course. And if the wind blows, oh no, I'm still in here. Will you still be mine? I'm for you, be for me. You know I love you. Imagine singing these songs, unified America. Anyone who can't get it out to the revolution is, we'll bring it to your home, and we want your whole family. We want to have block parties from home. Social distancing, kiss my ass. All right. And so I can get forgiveness for all of my words, we better get this Bible out, because it's what brought us here, it's what taught us here, and what's going to lead us forward. What do? Flip it to the right. John. Good grief, John. John, sit down. For God's sake, John, sit down. All right. God, protect my eyes while I read this. What was heard, seen, and touched. This is the first chapter of John. That which was from the beginning, which we have heard, which we have seen with our eyes, which we have looked upon, and our hands have handled, concerning the word of life. The life was manifested, and we have seen, and bear witness, and declare to you that eternal life, which was with the Father, and was manifested to us. That which we have seen and heard, we declare to you, that you may also have fellowship with us. And truly, our fellowship is with the Father, and with his Son, Jesus Christ. Not with a church, it's with God and Jesus Christ in you. But go to church. And these things we write to you, that your joy may be full. That's what this whole thing's been about, so your joy may be full. Guess what? We know the codes now. Fellowship with him and one another. This is the message which we have heard from him, and declare to you, that God is light. I love you, God, you're so precious. That God is light, and in him is no darkness at all. If we say that we have fellowship with him and walk in darkness, we lie, and do not practice the truth. But if we walk in the light, as he is in the light, we have fellowship with one another, and the blood of Jesus Christ, his Son, cleanses us from all sin. If we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves. So those of you hating on somebody else for being different, you're deceiving yourself. That's such sin to label people. All right. We deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive our sins and cleanse us from all unrighteousness. If we say that we have not sinned, we make him a liar, and his words is not in us. So the second you label someone else a bad name, you're making God a liar. And God doesn't like that, because God's not a liar, but you're lying about God, about his people, because you're calling them a name that is degrading. And nothing in here says to do that. It says to uplift, exhort. My little children, these things I write to you, so that you may not sin. And if anyone sins, we have an advocate, the Father, Jesus Christ, the righteous. And he himself is the propitiation for our sin. I messed that up twice. For our sins, and not for ours only, but also for the whole world. That's why I carry the world. The test of knowing him. Now, by this we know him, if we keep his commandments. He who says, I know him, and does not keep his commandments, is a liar, and the truth to him. But whomever keeps his word, truly, the love of God is perfected in him. By this we know that we are in him. He who says he abides in him ought himself also to walk just as he walked. And I'm going to leave it right there. Because what this is about, the Bible, is really about wins and losses. It's about wins and losses. It's easy to be a winner to get to heaven. Say yes to Jesus. Done. All right. Now, what Jesus wants to know, and you're a liar if you're not doing what Jesus said. Are you loving the Father, knowing that he's the Savior, and going out and using everything in your power to multiply what's good? I know this, our government isn't doing that. Our world leaders are not doing that. And most of us individually are not doing that either. We've been tricked and trained the wrong way. A bit hypnotized by the wrong language. But it's not necessarily that it was evil. This is just the time that Jesus chose. And he chose you and I. Yeah, a shirtless superhero in a parking lot by himself with worn out shoes, $4 glasses, and falling apart technology. That's right. A real fucking American hero. And so here we go. I want to unite with Canada a lot more. I want to unite with Mexico a lot more. What is our problems? And Australia, mates. I want Ben Prescott to be my Australian advocate or something of the sort, mate. Young preachers, get ready to get in the churches, because I'm going to pull a lot of the big timers with me. Your time's come. All right. Let me see if I can find this one song that always inspires me. I don't know if I can sing this or not, if this is the right one. But
Understand social distancing.
I want to say thanks to Lauren Day. Oh my gosh, your music just carries to my soul and inspires me. And I always listen to your station, and
Nearly 100 years, and we'll be here to serve
you have a sound
more.
that can heal people just by listening.
When 10,000 arrows take flight,
We are the arrows of love. We must take flight. How do we do that? With technology. Click, 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 click. I want to comfort you, America. I want to comfort you, the world. Men be men. Women be women. Let's check out and see what's going on with the indifferences. Let's not judge. It's time to put judgment down. It's time to be arrows of love, arrows of forgiveness, arrows of shame. You know what? I don't know what the heck I'm talking about, so I'm not going to judge you until I do. I gotcha. You got me? Kid Rock, I want you on the stage Friday. Let's go, man. Eminem, let's go, baby. TD Jakes, get some rest, man. I need TD Jakes to rest for like 3 to 4 weeks really hard. Whatever he needs to do, rest, rest, rest. John Gray, get some rest, man. Get some rest. You've done enough. Get some rest. Walk, rest, sleep, sing, repeat. I need you guys. You know I'm smiling. So we're gonna motherfucking win. I love you. Let's go.